What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ryan, and this is the Thunder Channel. Welcome to another audio video on the Cortex Labs channel. It's your boy Ryan. Hope everyone's doing okay. Listen, still, everything is on sale at livecortex.com. The important thing that you guys got to understand is to use the coupon code 20. Go use that coupon code. We have made every product 20% off. And for some of our things like the Nootropics consult and some of our digital guides, it makes them really cheap. Right now, the most popular thing that people are doing, especially business people at home, working on their companies, is getting a nootropics consult with me. I mean, look, I can help you formulate stacks that'll keep your brain functioning super optimally during this sort of wacky shutdown that we're all experiencing. So go get that at livecortex.com, but use the coupon code. Second most popular product has been the Nootropics Masterclass. You can remove me completely from the whole situation and just do the Masterclass. It is a video course teaching you how to take your nootropics usage to the Masterclass. It's like the 6-year mark. It's essentially, it's equivalent to a couple consults with me. I mean, the thing is very, very powerful. Aside from that, people that are new to nootropics, the most popular product has been the Nootropics Starter Pack Elite, which gets you Nootropics Ground Zero, a video course that teaches you how to go from brand new to nootropics to the 3-year mark. That is the pro level. I mean, hugely, hugely informative video course. Also comes with Smarter, Better, Faster, the video page turning audio book, which introduces you into more complex concepts, gives you more stacks, shows you how to cycle, everything else in between. And then it also comes with how to perfect your nootropic stacks fast. That's a digital book that I wrote with my protocol on formulating and perfecting stacks. Nootropics Starter Pack Elite. Get that at livecortex.com. Use the coupon code 20. For business people, go get consults with us. Right now, we're doing more of these 3K and 5K packages. These are 3.5 months and 6-month packages, respectively, with executives, with entrepreneurs, with big business owners. You guys need to use this resource if you're in that category. Go pull the trigger now. Use the coupon code 20. It'll actually take 20% off those too. livecortex.com. All right, so we're going to talk about continuous modafinil usage, and I guess this can be interchanged with armodafinil usage or even adrafinil usage for folks that are taking adrafinil. Right now, I've had a lot of people email me that are just sort of an average Joe. Maybe they're working from home right now with their job. And, they take nootropics, and they've been relying on going to some of the nootropics vendors like Nootropics Depot and getting powders. And they're stocked up on powders. But at the same time, folks are thinking, look, I've got powders, but I know that during this time, my brain really needs to be functioning super well. And pretty consistent for most people is a good modafinil dose, right? So the question I've been asked repeatedly over the last 3 weeks has been, Ryan, look, I've got a bunch of other nootropics, but I have a pretty big stash of modafinil that I'd gotten before a lot of this started. Should I just be taking this a little more continuously until restrictions ease a bit and kind of the economy starts to get back to somewhat normal here, hopefully at the end of April or so? Would that be a good idea? And my answer to that question is yes. Okay. I do think that that's a good idea for some people, depending on essentially the stash of modafinil that you might have that you bought previous to all this happening. Listen, modafinil is going to induce a profound amount of wakefulness, a profound amount of neurological stimulation, of energy stimulation, induce a profound amount of motivation stimulation, and general focused energy, so that the most important things that you have to be doing right now, especially as a business owner, as an employee to a company that has put you in a situation where you're essentially working from home. The primary example of this was a person that had emailed us, got on board with the 1-month intensive nootropics consult, and essentially had been given a lot more responsibility in their job because the company laid off a bunch of people and then essentially compounded and expanded this person's sphere of responsibility. So, right away booked a consult with us, and the recommendations, in addition to some other stacks, is you still want to cycle as much as you can, were to deplete the modafinil stash. And if that means, and in this case, the guidance is 4 to 5 days a week, taking modafinil, then I absolutely think that it's warranted, and I advise this person to do that. So listen, if there are people out there that have leftover modafinil, and you understand that it just induces a functionality that most other nootropics cannot induce, which is the case for most people, then, green light on using modafinil pretty consistently. And as far as side effects go or tolerance goes, I would just say the caveat to keep in mind is that, yes, eventually you could run into some overstimulation, which would cause you to have anxiety, which does not feel good and is not very pleasant to be working when you have background anxiety, in which case keep fasiracetam or L-theanine around so that you can dose either of those two compounds to try to balance that out so that you get a good functionality and you're not anxious. The other thing is tolerance, though. So what I have seen is that, I've seen people take modafinil pretty consistently 4 or 5 days a week and get no tolerance. And, nobody really knows why the hell that's happening with those people and why other people do get a tolerance. I've also seen people that within 20 or 30 days of pretty consistent modafinil usage get a substantial tolerance. I've seen people after a month and a half using modafinil and somewhat cycling not respond to it anymore. So it really all depends. So the caveat is there that you may run into a tolerance while consistently taking modafinil kind of during the COVID-19 shutdowns, okay? But my advice on it is if the productivity that you need to achieve is just an absolutely necessary thing that you've got to get done, then look, take the modafinil. Take modafinil. I would dose it at 75 to 100 milligrams, perhaps not your full dose. Maybe add an aracetam at a medium dose, like add aracetam or oxiracetam at 400 to 500 milligrams and go to town. I think you'll be completely fine. It is I wouldn't call it a risk, but it's, for lack of a better term, a risk worth taking, all things considered right now, okay? So that's my take on it. Use up your extra modafinil if you have it. It is an exceptionally powerful nootropic compound, a stimulant without being a stimulant, and that's my advice. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. Hey, remember, 20% off everything at livecortex.com. We need you guys, especially those of you capable, to go and get some product at livecortex.com. Not that we're in jeopardy of dying or anything, but this is the time to really up your nootropics game, to get a consult with me. If you're a business person, to get one of the business packages. A lot of people are doing that, and we're advising a lot of executives and CEOs and people of that type on how to use nootropics the most efficient way right now, and also to really master stacks to keep their brain performing at high levels, to be able to, in some situations, fend for or deal with an extra work burden based on downsizing and things. So yeah, go get product at livecortex.com. All the products you see in front of the screen, they're all 20% off using the coupon code 2020, livecortex.com. Get it done. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Try to do a live stream today or tomorrow. More audio is coming soon. We'll talk to you next time.